The alarm goes off. It's 5:30 a.m. The sky is still painted in shadows. The world hasn't even stirred. But your heart beats like a war drum. You reach for the snooze button. That soft, seductive silence calls you back into dreams. But you weren't born for dreams that vanish when the sun rises. You were born to make your dream real, with blood, sweat, and raw resolve. Right now, you're in that sacred moment, the battlefield between comfort and commitment. And listen. That alarm clock isn't your enemy. It's your coach in the corner. It's your mentor whispering. Today is the day. Get up. Don't waste it. The bed is warm. The path ahead, cold, rough, and full of doubt. But greatness has never been born in warmth. It's forged in discomfort, when you rise before the sun, before anyone's watching. Right now, you're not just waking up. You're answering the call. Because purpose doesn't knock politely. It crashes into your soul like thunder, screaming, "Are you ready to fight for what's yours?" No one's coming to save you. No miracle is scheduled for 3 p.m. This is it. This moment. This decision, this breath. You want power. Earn it. You want freedom. Build it. You want peace. Walk through war to get it. Today, you don't crawl through the hours. You charge, you conquer. You rise. Because you're not just waking up to survive. You're waking up to lead. Build. To fight. To be. This is your call to arms. And the battlefield. It begins the moment your feet hit the floor. So rise. And make this day unforgettable. You go to the bathroom. The mirror stares back at you. No filters. No edits. No applause. Just you, and true. Behind those tired eyes is someone the world hasn't met yet. Not perfectly. Not really. But you have seen the glimpse of them in your quiet moments. Your version does not give up. Who does not shake? Who stands tall even when life bends them to the ground? The mirror does not lie. It shows you what is real, fatigue, doubt. However, fire. The spark is buried under layers of fear, failure, and forgotten dreams. Look deeper. You're not just a student. Not just a worker. Not just average. You're a warrior in training. Every scar. A lesson. Every setback. A sharpening blade. Every failure. A whisper, not yet, but you're getting closer. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be relentless. Because truthfully, the world doesn't break the strongest people. It breaks everyone, eventually. But only a few choose to rebuild themselves from the rubble. And that starts with you. Alone. Staring into your own eyes and saying, "I'm not who I was yesterday. And tomorrow, I'll be someone even stronger." You don't need to wait for permission. You don't need the world to clap before you take your first step. The mirror won't clap. It won't lie to make you feel better. But it will always reflect your growth. Your honesty. Your decision to rise. So today, don't walk away from the reflection. Walk through it. Take action in your version who no longer makes excuses. Train your soul. The discipline of your thoughts. Master of your morning. And when you are tired of your own BS, the transformation really begins. This is how the warriors were born. Not in war but in front of the mirror. When nobody is watching. But you, 6. You ever trace your fingers across an old scar? Not just the ones on your skin, but the ones on your memory. The ones no one sees. But you feel them every time you try to move forward. There's a story there. A name. A moment when everything could have broken you. And maybe for a while, it did. Maybe it was the day you were told you weren't good enough. The time you failed. Not once, but again and again. Or the person who looked you in the eyes and made you feel invisible. But let me tell you something. That pain. It wasn't the end of you. It was the beginning. Because scars don't mean you're weak. Scars mean you survived something. Scars mean you stood in the fire. and walked out with your soul still burning. Every warrior has them. Every legend was once on their knees. The ones who rise to greatness. They didn't escape pain. They owned it, they gave each scar a name. Not to feel sorry for themselves, but to remember what they conquered, that heartbreak. That's the day you didn't quit. That failure. That's the chapter before your breakthrough. You don't need a perfect past. You need a powerful response, because the truth is you can't rewrite what hurt you. But you can write what you do next. You can cope with pain and turn it into something meaningful. You can stand on the battlefield of your life and shout, "This did not break me. It created me." Don't hide your scars. Honor them. Allow them to remind you of who you were, and with whom you refuse to remain. Legends are formed by enduring hardship, not avoiding it, but walking through it, and turning every wound into armor. There's a silence. Not the kind that feels peaceful, but the kind that feels like the whole world forgot you exist. Ever been there? When your phone doesn't ring. No one checks in. No one sees what you're fighting through. And worse, if you tell them, no one can understand. It's lonely. It's cold. It's quiet. But that silence, not your enemy. This is your field of training. Because the loudest victories in life, they start in the shadows. They're born in moments when you keep showing up, even when nobody claps. Even when nobody sees. Think about it, the seed grows underground, before it ever breaks through the surface. The sword is forged in fire and hammered in darkness. The legend is constructed alone, the world even knows their names. This is not a punishment. It's prepared. Not being ignored to you. You're being sharpened. At the moment, when the world scrolls and sleeps, you're becoming dangerous. Something undeniable. A power that is finally not ignored when the moment has finally appeared. But here's the thing most people miss. You don't become great after people believe in you. You become great before they do. That's what makes you different. While others look for validation, you build your value. Brick by brick. In silence. In secluded. In sweat. So the next time you forgot, remember this, you are not alone. You were just before your period. And when the screen finally lifts, when your name is finally spoken with respect, when the world sees what you built, it won't be luck. It will be justice. Because behind every loud victory, there was a quiet war nobody saw. Asterisk except you. Asterisk. Take a breath. Feel your chest rise and fall. That's not just oxygen. That's permission. That's purpose. That's proof you've been given one more shot. Today. Not tomorrow. Not someday. Today. This day is your battlefield. And you don't need to wait for the perfect move, the perfect body, the perfect moment to start. Because here's the truth, no one's coming to save you. No chosen one is on the way. You are the chosen one. And the universe, it didn't make a mistake giving you life. It knew exactly what it was doing. It gave you this fire, this hunger, this ache for more, because you were meant to turn it into something real. Maybe you don't have all the answers yet. Maybe you still feel broken in places. But broken bones grow back stronger. And the cracks. That's where the light gets in. You're not behind. You're not late. You're right on time for your breakthrough. Right on time to rise. This is your moment. Not some highlight reel version, but this one, the messy, imperfect, trying your best version of you. That's where the magic lives. So don't waste it. Wake up with purpose. Fight with passion. Build the habits. Sharpen the discipline. Feed the fire. And every time you hear that little voice telling you to quit, to give up, to back down, answer with one truth: you've already made it this far. You've already walked through the fire. You've already survived the nights that tried to break you. Now you rise. Now you lead. Not for applause. Not for praise. But because your life is your message, and the world is waiting to hear it. So show up. Fully. powerfully, relentlessly. Because this day, this hour, this breath, it's yours. And you're not just here to live, you're here to ignite.